you can see the little microphone. That's fine, right? Hi, welcome. If we've met before, welcome back. And if we haven't met before, hi, my name is Sabo, and this video is part of a series where I verbally talk my feelings out instead of journaling them all down because I really don't feel like writing right now. And sometimes these videos make it onto the internet and sometimes they don't. So we'll see where this one goes. For today's video though, I kind of wanted to change it up just a little bit. And I want to try doing makeup while at the same time just talking about some topics that I am currently having feelings about. We'll see how this goes. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is just a journey for me. It's a journey for both of us. I am just now getting into kind of the groove of wanting to do makeup and not just like having it be just a want, but something I want to put action in as like a part-time job, I guess. I dance on the side and I realized that, yeah, I can not do my makeup and that's fine. I can only just put on mascara on my brows and that's fine. But I also feel like dancing and performing for me is a very special thing, and on photos or videos that are being made, I kind of do want to look good, not gonna lie. So maybe I should just start and practice doing makeup so that I can do my own makeup for all my gigs, not have to be dependent on anyone, and also just getting to know my own face shape and what suits me best and what doesn't, and all that. I actually want to do something that I probably will never wear outside, but something I've been wanting to try, and that's gyaru makeup. Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of makeup tutorials on TikTok, especially where Japanese gyarus are doing their makeup, and I think it's so fascinating and I think it's so cool and I want to try it out. So that's what we're gonna do. I know there are different types of gyarus, so I'm just gonna look. Onto Pinterest. What interests me? I really like kind of how the Chinese gyarus are doing their makeup, but let me just go with the OGs, right? Let me just see what the OGs are doing. So I'm just gonna go and do something like this. I have a lot of references on the screen right now, allegedly, hopefully. All right, let's do my base makeup first. Let's start there. First, we need to get rid of all this oil. Maybe let's start with no, I'm not gonna go outside anyway, so let's skip sunscreen for today. This is the Too Cool for School art class by Robin. It's from Korea. I'm not gonna lie. Well, this one is really nice because it has like the little powder puff thingy that just sticks onto new sheets of paper, and it has a mirror. I do actually prefer the Shiseido one that I have, which is this one. This one I got from, this is from Japan. I think I bought this at Don Quixote or at another drugstore. I don't know. But this one, nah, this one just eats the oil off my face. Little ASMR. Oh, look at that. Yesterday I had my introduction day for my university. I'm not gonna lie, I'm very nervous for uni to start. Like my classes go in session next week. I am a little afraid, but also I am extremely excited. If all goes well and I pass all my classes and everything, I can go for an exchange to Japan. I already know which university I'm going. I am so excited to go. For that, I also need to make sure that I pass all my language classes and just all my classes in general for my first semester of the second year. I'm very much looking forward to it, but I'm also, nervous because what if I don't make it? And that's not the energy you want to bring into it, but these are just things that I need to like kind of talk out before I can lay it to rest. There are a lot of insecurities currently popping up with me right now. I think that's what I'm gonna be talking about right now, and that's the insecurities. Going to this school, majoring Japanese at this university, has been a dream university for me ever since I was 14. I've been wanting to go to this university for the longest time. However, I did not have the qualifications for it. In the Netherlands, we work with a qualification system and a level system. So if you graduate off of this level at middle school, you can only go to these colleges afterwards. If you like start from the lowest, you need to work your way up if you want to go to universities or University of Applied Sciences and all of that. And that's what I had to do. Like, of course, if you've graduated from a higher levels at middle school, you can immediately go to any of these higher education universities. That was unfortunately not in my cards. I would say it's something I'm sad about, but at the same time, it's also like it gave me experiences and lessons and brought me to, you know, different roads of life that I otherwise wouldn't have gotten into, you know? So we're not being mad at it. It's just like, you know, it just is what it is. But yeah, I had to work my way up because I couldn't attend this university immediately out of middle school. We don't have high schools here in the Netherlands. And so I was really sad. And I think at that point I was also like giving up on my dreams. But then, you know, I attended the dance academy and graduated. I do have a degree as a dance major. With that degree, I was able to go to a University of Applied Sciences, which I did for a good 3, maybe 2.5 years. I did get stuck into in the Corona era, the COVID era, you know, like that whole timeline of being attending that university, which is this is a little hazy, to be honest. But then I got in my P, which if you want to go from a University of Applied Sciences into university, I don't know how to say it because like we don't say in the Netherlands University of Applied Sciences, we say HBO, and then when you want to go from HBO to VO, which is university, you need to get your P. And it took me 2 years to get my P, and that's when I realized, oh shit, my teenager dream of wanting to go and majoring in Japanese is now an actual possibility. Yeah, now we're here. I did have some, you know, things along the way that redirected me several times. But now that I'm here, it feels like a dream, and also like I'm still not there yet. So my biggest reason why I wanted to go to this school was not only because I wanted to learn more about Japanese society, I also wanted to go on the exchange that they offer in the second year. Now I finally am able to. I still do have to meet certain requirements from my second year before I'm able to say, okay, it's done. I can officially go to Japan now. And so because there's still requirements that I need to do in the second year, my anxiety is spiking through the roof again with the what ifs. And oh my god, I was struggling so hard in my first year. What to do, what to not do. Especially because, you know, I also want to, might sound really stupid, I also just want to have a life outside of university as well. I am in ballroom. Gay ballroom, not straight ballroom, and I'm in a house, and with that comes a lot of responsibilities. Also, not just responsibilities, but are also just things that I would like to do to support my community, something I feel very passionate about. Trying to find that balance is something that I'm getting anxious about it right now, even though it's not happening, you know, currently, because like my classes start next week, and from then on is I will have to figure out, right? Yeah, I think my biggest insecurities currently lie in just the fact that my Japanese is just not as advanced as I'd hoped it would be. I do struggle a bit with just like the grammar and talking. It is objectively a really difficult language, so I shouldn't be too hard on myself for that, but there is a certain standard that I need to meet. When going into my second year, sorry. Ooh. Still don't know what standard that is. I'll figure it out next week. I'm not gonna lie, I'm also just feeling a little bit ashamed to potentially not meet that standard. That means I have to put in extra more hours and just work extra hard. I am currently planning out on how to do that. Planning to schedule in tutoring classes on italki and group classes on italki as well, because for me what I found is that the best way for me to really grasp everything is to learn how to speak and to speak. I know that sounds so simple, but like speaking is one really scary because I do. So stupid. I am always living in that perfectionist mind state, just in everything that I do. I saw like this really great video on, you know, this person talking about like you need to get rid of that perfectionist mindset, because at the end of the day, you're never going to be able to talk like a native, especially not in Japanese language, because that's just different, right? So don't beat yourself too hard on it. Just like speak and focus on that. And the most important thing that you should be able to do is to like be able to hold conversations where you are able to say what you want to say, and where you are able to get across what you want to get across. So that's just something I'm going to keep in mind in the back of my head. Not be mean to myself about it. I think that's like the biggest takeaway of everything. Like I don't want to be mean to myself in this journey. That's hard. Not gonna lie, that's hard. Because sometimes being mean is what kind of pushed me through a lot of stuff, you know? Which is not the best way to go about things, but you know, we're being honest in this household. We're being very honest. I need to figure out how to do these eyes. Maybe I should do my brow first, actually. Okay, I'm using a brow pencil. Should I put powder? Maybe I should do powder. No. You see? Well, the first things first, my brows are a little too thick for the brows that they're using. But that's fine. I'm not going to shave my brows for this. Because I love my bushy brows, honestly. They make me very happy. I do plan to do what I can do. That's just the key thing that I'm going to commit myself to, and not fuss about all the things that are out of my control, right? Especially me being in university at the age of, 28. It takes a lot of grace for yourself to not give up and to not like talk yourself down because you see those who are younger excel at things that you want to excel in, and there's also just like, oh, I wish I was a little bit more younger so that there was a little bit more opportunity and just a lot more, how do you say that, grace, maybe, even. I hope that made sense. But like, the thing is, currently at this point, I cannot really switch over to any other degree because there is kind of like a time limit when it comes to financial support from the government. And I am already like near the end, right? I probably cannot do a master's with government support. That's probably something that I'll have to pay out of pocket if I want to pursue a master's degree as well, because I'm currently doing my bachelor's. So there's that added pressure, I guess, of not failing. That also just adds onto the insecurities and the anxiety that's keeping my mind occupied the last few weeks. Not nice. Does not make me very happy, but it is what it is, and there's really nothing I can do about that other than just trying to soothe myself through it. It's very important to learn how to soothe yourself through all these thoughts and these concerns, I just want to do well. I want to get my bachelor's degree. I just want it. I really want it. And it's always been a dream of me to study at a university like the one I'm studying right now. I'm also the first one out of my family who is able to do that. So, there's a lot that I feel like I'm putting on my own shoulders because my family doesn't care. My family's be like, baby, you need to do what you need to do and be happy doing that, right? So all the pressure that I am having, it's not like nothing is really external except, maybe for the government support. Everything is very internal with me. I'm putting so much pressure on myself, which I truly am my own worst bully. I truly am my own tiger parent. Cute, right? Which is exhausting, but it is what it is. Anyways, this is the face. Oh, kind of like how it looks. Just the face though. I did my brows. From what I can see, they do kind of lighten their brows. I don't want to do that. Simple as that. I'm not gonna do that. Let's do the eyes right now. Let's figure out how I can do the eyes. Yeah, what was I talking about? I have no idea. I'm so sorry. I'm so confused right now. a lot of pressure that I'm putting on myself currently to, you know, reach my dreams, because you know, it's something that I really want to do. I really want to go to university. I really want to get my bachelor's degree. In Japanese, I really want to go and exchange. These are all things that I want to do. It's pretty nerve-wracking. Maybe that's the word for it. It's pretty nerve-wracking because I feel like a lot hinges on the fact that this is the dream I'm currently pursuing, and if that doesn't work out, then what the fuck else am I gonna do? And there probably are 1,000,000,000 things that I can do. Knowing me, knowing the bitch that I am, there's probably thousands of things that I can do. But because my head is so hyper focused on the fact that I want to do this is a thing that I want to chase, I am just not seeing what else there is for me. Which is a good thing and a bad thing, you know. And the good thing with this is like I'm really focused on my goals and this is something that I truly want. The bad thing is that I'm also in a way limiting myself on what I can and cannot do. Is this maybe, I don't know. Is this too far? This is where my brush is taking me, and I'm just gonna follow the direction of my brush. So yeah, I've just been trying not to spiral, and I did wanna journal about it, but you know, I think with things like this, I just need to talk it out. And there's the thing with me, I like to suffer in silence. I don't know why I like to do that, but I like to suffer in silence, even though I have a lot of people around me who can help me get through these emotions. At the same time, I also always feel like I need to filter everything out before I'm able to, you know, go to someone and be like, this is kind of what I'm struggling with, which is my toxic trait, honestly. Oh, I think this is kind of cool. But yeah, it's very much my toxic trait because I am just not allowing people to really help me and uplift me when, you know, when needed. I just suffer in silence, and then when things get too much, maybe I will knock on the door, or I will just casually just like tell someone after the biggest wave has passed and I'm already fine, which is not, you know, it's not healthy, you know. When you can reach out to people. Don't, you know, bully yourself into silence just because you feel like you need to do this, and this before you can knock on someone else's door. But that's not true. Especially when, you know, you have a good community and you have friends who love you and want to support you. Lean on them. I don't know who I'm talking to. Am I talking to myself? Maybe. Like, on the positive note, I am really, really proud of myself for still continuing on, because I remember like my second semester, my last year, at one point I was just like, I'm gonna give up. I am gonna give up. I can't do this. I cannot do this. This is too much. Granted, at that time, just a lot of things were happening that just really overwhelmed me and made it really difficult for me to think rationally, right? At one point, I really was like, I am this close to going on to StudyLink and to drop out because I cannot handle this. And I don't know. I don't know what pushed me through, but something pushed me through, and I was able to pass all my classes, all my midterms, and my finals, which is such a blessing. It was hard. It was hard. I was really on the verge of like not wanting to continue anymore, because regardless of what age you are, university is hard, and the course load that they're giving at my university especially is really hard. And you know, not gonna lie, it's also a little unrealistic. Now I also feel like I'm in my second year. I'm committing to this. I also feel like I've put too much time and effort into this. I do not have the privilege to drop out anymore, the mental privilege to drop out anymore. I'm just gonna continue to push forward and see where it takes me, and I'm gonna do my best, of course. Again, this is my dream education. This is my dream major that I'm doing. I think I would really let my teenager self down if I'm not putting my whole pussy into this, right? I've just been doing a lot that I feel like my inner child, or not even just my inner child, but like me at 14, me at 8, me at 3, I think would be so fucking amazed by, so mesmerized by. so proud of, right? That I'm at this point where I'm just like, oh, I've become too important for this company. You know that one meme where it's just like you want to clock in and just take it easy, and then suddenly, but you've unnoticedly become so important in this company that people are like, oh my god, finally you're here. That's how I feel for myself. The company is me, and all my, all previous versions of myself, and now I've become too important. I cannot tap out. Well, how does this look? I don't know. How does this look? It looks a little weird, but you know what? We're just gonna go and continue forward. I just don't have a lot of space. Maybe that's the thing. I don't have a lot of space. I should make some space. Let me go in with this. I don't know what that's doing. I think if you're able to make it through university or through a job and you feel totally fine and okay doing so, I think that's amazing. I think that's great. Some people who are able to do that without spiraling are like the coolest. And there are people out there, like, I know that there are people out there, right, who are able to single-mindedly just focus on what they want and they're achieving it regardless of what is standing in their way. I admire those people so much, and at the same time I also realize that that is not me. My path is just constantly having to check in with myself, being like, okay, where are we right now? How am I feeling right now? Is this still the path for me? Yes or no? And if it's a no, do I need to wait, let this all sink, let the wave of emotion sink, and ask myself that question again? Or is this truly not the path for me? Before the summer, I was this close to, like, dropping out, but I just had to breathe through it, let the emotions sink. And also, I think what really helped was just like focusing on what I could do at that moment. I did not pass for a lot of the exams the first time, so I had to do a lot of resits, and I was like, okay, why am I doing this? This is maybe not for me, right? And at that point I was already looking at the bigger picture. I was already looking like, I can't do this, I can't do this, I'm failing, this is not for me. So what really helped me was just studying, kind of trying to zoom into what I could do and what I needed to do, and just be like, okay, if I was continuing saying this to myself, I'm gonna study right now, I'm gonna put my whole pussy into this, I'm gonna focus on this, just this, not on whether or not I can or cannot do it or anything else. I'm just gonna focus on this, and if I make it, if I pass, I'm gonna see this as a sign that I can do this, that this is possible for me. And if I not make it, well, I'll just have to cross that bridge when I meet it, right? And that really helped me not making choices that I really felt like doing in the moment. I'm in my second year. If I feel like giving up, I just need to take some steps away and get back to it the next day, honestly, because one, I'm too far in it. My student debt is pretty high. And if I don't get my bachelor's, I have to pay in the full amount. But if I get my bachelor's, there's a certain amount that gets like shaved off. We gotta continue going. No time for mental breakdowns or whatever. Well, maybe there is time for mental breakdowns, but there's no time to make decisions based on the emotions that I'm feeling at that point, right? Oh, suddenly this eyeliner is giving me something. Listen, this eyeliner, this is the Heroin Make eyeliner. She's been kind of trying me in a sense that she wasn't really pigmented, but now she's like giving me something. Okay, their eyeliner is pretty intense. We're gonna do a lot of eyeliner today. There really is no takeaway with this video. Just gonna tell you this. What I have been realizing now that I'm making these videos is that it's just been really helping me putting to rest some of these recurring thoughts that I have. There's the delusion maybe for me that I am being heard, and now I can just let it go. So, when I was talking about the time I got cocked, such an unhinged way of saying that, but the time I got cheated on, that was a topic that has been on my mind for, quite quite some time, right? It was like a reoccurring topic that would either, you know, I would either not think about it for months or years, and then suddenly it would just pop up again, and it's like the only thing that's occupying my brain, right? Which is not healthy. Not healthy at all. I don't know why this is so why she's so prominent. I don't need to do that. Now that I'm looking at all the reference picture, I don't really need to do that. I've just been able to get a lot more peace right now. It's just been really calm in my head. I feel like the last couple of days since I've uploaded that video. Well, since I've edited that video, actually. Because, you know, I filmed them and then I edit them, and then while I'm editing them, I'm also like reprocessing just a lot of things. Looking at things in a different perspective, and sometimes I even surprise myself with the things that I'm saying within the video. I'm like, oh, that was a very interesting take. TLDR, what I'm going to say is like it's very therapeutic for me. And yes, I'm aware I do not have to upload them on the internet. I am aware maybe some shit is a bit too private or whatever. But you know what? We live and we learn. If I feel like it's too private, I just take it off the internet. But it's been really helping me process stuff. That just goes to say, like, talking to people, or, you know, the act of talking and speaking things out is just really powerful. This feels really weird. I don't know. I feel like this part is just like really dark, and I don't know why I feel that way. Fuck! This is, oh, I hate that. I keep forgetting. I've bought these two primers. I want to use them, but I keep forgetting to use them. It's not very mindful of me, not very demure. Do my eyelashes. I do have fake lashes. I want to try them on, actually. I was doing my makeup for gig for Raban. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy coming out of my mouth. Jesus Christ, that's crazy. But my house and I were booked for a performance for the release of the new scent of Raban, Paco Raban, but they've entered a new era. But yeah, the release of the new scent for women, which is fucking delicious. I love more masculine scents, but this one is fucking delicious because it still reminds you of like the 1 million of the men's line, but at the same time, it just is just a bit more feminine. It is feminine, but not too sickly feminine, I feel like. And especially because I have darker skin, so like any perfume that kind of hits my skin does deepen. It smells delicious. So I think I loved it. That was so cool, I'm not gonna lie. That was so cool to be able to do that. But what did I say? Oh yeah, I was doing my makeup for that. And my house mother looked at me and she was like, oh, come on, sabo cunt. Because girl, baby, I don't do my makeup. She knows that. She knows my makeup is mascara and eyeliner, maybe some eyeshadow, and that's that. She knows. She's very well aware. But then she saw me doing like my whole base makeup, my foundation. She saw me putting on blush, highlighter, and she was like, oh, work. New era. Well, I guess it's a new era. Do I have to bother to do my second eye as well? Yeah, I should for the YouTube video. Come on now. Again, I don't have black eyeshadow, so I'll just have to be smoking it out with this brown eyeshadow. This is pretty fun makeup to do, I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty fun. Look at this. Bitch, that's cute. Am I seeing the vision? I am seeing the vision. Am I a makeup artist? Not No. Now, what I know is that gyarus, they also put on lashes on the bottom. First, let's do the top. Okay, so I have these lashes. I'm gonna see. I do need to cut off the beginning. I'm gonna cut off, yeah, till there. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that, actually. I'll grab another set. Because what I see now, what they're doing, is they put it on here, like the extension as well. Oopsie daisy. Well, we live and we learn, don't we? Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do my lashes and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, I got the lashes on. That surprisingly took a lot less time than I thought they would. This is how it's turning out to be. I'm gonna go do the other eye and then we will finish up this video together. So this is where we are right now. It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense, but I think the lashes really do make it. I found a black and a white eyeshadow that was living somewhere in my house for probably a couple of years. It's been a while since I've bought this palette, which whatever, it's fine, it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna do contour right now. I did contour a little with the foundation, but you know, some extra contour cannot hurt. Like this, it's pretty messy. Oh, very messy. This is not, don't you worry. I'm using this sponge with my foundations on it, or that I used with my foundation. I'm just gonna try to blend it out as much as possible. I'm getting so hungry right now, but I do need to get my makeup off before I go downstairs because I don't want my mom to laugh at me because she does not understand what is going on right now. This is the best what we're gonna get, baby. This is the best what we're gonna get with the limited makeup skills I have and the limited makeup that I have actually. So let's do highlighter and blush. Actually, they don't really wear a lot of blush from the pictures that I've seen, but I do like to add a bit of color back into my face. This is the pinky blush that I have. I'm just putting it on the apples of my cheeks just to add a bit of color. Oh, actually, no shade. This is kind of, it's kind of cute. An Essence highlighter. I'm just gonna put it on the tippy tops of my nose, down the bridge of my nose, like so, like so. A bit here on my cheeks, on my lips, and then very gently on the tops of my cheeks. Not too much. Choto mate kudasai. Yeah, there's not really much going on with the lips actually. Not really much. So I'm gonna remove the foundation that's on my lips. I don't know, should I try this? This is from Vain Beauty. So a liquid eyeshadow actually, but it does have enough color, so I'm just gonna put this on my lips as a soft light color. This is the Diamond Days liquid shadow in Pursuit number 7, and then I'm gonna go in with the lip gloss, which is the Glow Glitter Hydrating Lip Oil in 04 Tickled Pink, also by Vain Beauty. I'll put all of it down below. Also, we're putting all the things that I've used down below. Don't you worry. I got y'all. If you want to recreate this, I don't think you would. But I just want to show people, well, I just want to show myself that you can do whatever makeup you want. Well, maybe not whatever makeup you want, but you can do a lot of styles with just a limited amount of makeup. This is the look. Damn. This is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, this makeup is pretty cool. Anyways, this was the video diaries of today. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend time with me. I hope you enjoyed the journey with me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.